But I had no fucking clue that there was gonna be this many, all this going on. All this. I didn't know that many teams were gonna get taken behind the woodshed and just assed out in front of national television. Like, nationally televised ass whoopings is what we just watched all weekend long. Just nationally televised. A whole bunch of this. But I could talk about it, or I could show you. Let's hit the footage and let's review last week's picks. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. We got a first one to talk about. So, look, I want everybody to just take a second. If you've been watching the channel for a little bit, think back to, I forget what week it was, but CJ Stroud and the Texans took on the Cincinnati Bengals, and they walked into Cincinnati and got a dub. And that was the last time I said it that week. I was like, he's officially one of those guys that I could not pick against. And that was it. That was the last time I picked against him. He is officially, like, as a rookie, he has earned that. He has earned that. So, Browns versus Texans. I picked CJ Stroud and the Texans. I understood the Browns defense, Myles Garrett, Joe Flacco was on a heater. It was gonna look good. I thought in the back of my mind, the Browns probably can win this, but CJ freaking bruh. Jesus, 45-15. Texans got the dub. It's one thing to win. It's another thing to completely dominate and bust ass. Like, come on now. And the thing to think about as well is that the way he does it, every time I see him make one of these crazy ass throws off his back foot where he's just, and the ball just goes, I think about how he practices basketball, how he practices all those other sports. Dude is just an athlete. He is just an athlete. It's nuts. It's absolutely insane. The respect he has from his peers as well is what I pay attention to. The way other NFL players talk about him, they talk about him like he's a vet, and he's only a rookie. So, now, on the Browns side, I think we can all agree. The Browns overachieved this season. We had high hopes because of the way Joe Flacco was playing, but that wasn't supposed to be their quarterback. Their defense is what kept us high on the Browns. And it's not like they have to retool a lot of stuff. They'll be right back, depending on how Deshaun Watson plays. So, the takeaway from this game for me is just CJ Stroud announcing himself even more as a real problem. This dude is a monster. Do you understand? A monster. Just back foot throws, launching them bitches. And it's at first the game was a little bit of a shootout between CJ Stroud and Joe Flacco. And it was just who was gonna flinch first. And sure enough, Joe Flacco was like, time for me to throw a pick. Time for me to do it again. So, understandably, he went and dueled with a veteran quarterback and out-dueled him as a rookie quarterback against that defense. That is insane. That is not to be slept on. That is not to be slept on. Your first playoff game, and you're asked to throw that rock. And he put it in some hard places, and he had some easy throws too. But he also put it in some hard places and missed one throw. And I was sick about that. I was mad he didn't get the record too, but man, CJ freaking Stroud, bro, that is, if you are a Texans fan, you gotta feel fucking phenomenal. I want to know that feeling. As a Saints fan, I would like to know it again. Let's move on though. Chiefs and Dolphins. Okay. Alright. This game, I understand the weather played parts in it. It's cold. One team is in Miami. The other team is used to the cold. But let's keep it real. I felt like the Chiefs came out there and still threw that football. Patrick Mahomes, weather my ass. Pop, 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 pop. Just firing it off. And if his receivers could, if the Chiefs receivers were any good, conversation, I don't think of like what the strongest or best team in the NFL is. It wouldn't even be a conversation because if its receivers were just catching the passes, like there were so many passes that I was looking at, and I'm like, are y'all kidding? Even Travis Kelce, and he ended up getting his shit together, but we expect that. It's just, bruh. Now that's with the Chiefs though. Again, if the Chiefs receivers knew how to catch, we would think about them totally differently. We would think about them way differently. The Dolphins, oh my god, the Dolphins. Look, I don't care you're from Miami. I don't care. I don't care if you're used to warm weather. I don't care. You knew what the conditions were gonna be, and Kansas City came out there and threw that ball. Yes, they're from there. They're probably more acquainted with the weather, but Tyreek Hill played there too. So, like, for the Dolphins, if you're a Dolphins fan, what do you think the problem is? I'm not ready to say it's Tua. I don't think it's Tua. I don't. But at the same time, like, come on now, you're getting crazy production from the running back, crazy production from your wide receivers. Like, it's good when it's good for Miami, but when it's not, like, I just don't understand what goes wrong with that offense. Like, what the fuck? Tyreek Hill, though, was able to make a play in Kansas City, so that was cool to see. We got the little get back, and he's been handling it like a pro, too. He's been handling the loss like a pro on Twitter, just making jokes about it, and I think that's how you should do. If you get your ass beat, you should be able to just be like, hey, we got our ass beat, let's get back towards next season. Like, if you can't laugh at yourself, what else can you do? At the end of the day, it's a game, and I know that sucks if you're a fan of the team that lost, but at the end of the day, it is just a game. So, moving on. Cowboys and Chiefs won that 26-7, by the way. 26-7. Miami literally scored one time and was like, that's it. That's it for us. Too cold. Cowboys and Packers. Oh, wow. I got this one wrong. I picked the Cowboys. I figured they had a better team. I figured they had a better defense. Lordy me, I thought they were coached better for some reason. I just thought for sure the Cowboys would just boom, and then what the fuck? Bro, I can't explain it. I cannot explain it. I can't explain it. I cannot. I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore. I don't. Like, so serious with this. When I say this, I'm so serious, bro. It's like, it has to be pressure, right? It's pressure. Because the Cowboys were beating up on teams that were worse than them, I'll say. Because, yeah, teams without a winning record, but they would beat up on teams that were just flat out. If the Cowboys were better, you expected them to beat up on them. So what the fuck happened? What happened on Sunday? What the fuck? Like, that has to be pressure. That has to be the ultimate piss down your leg, shit down your pants. I can't go in coach moment. Like, there's no way Dak Prescott, just as bad as Joe Flacco, threw an interception that put him right in scoring position, threw another pick six right the fuck after. What are we doing? And while I'm going hard on the Cowboys, let me not take away from the Packers. Because Jordan Love, again, my God, same page as CJ Stroud for me. Like, two crazy-ass, amazing-ass performances from people in their playoff debuts. It's nuts to see. Packers fans, I think you're good. I think y'all, like, that dude's a baller. He's making the same kind of throws I'm seeing CJ Stroud make, where he's just, and, like, bro, like, I'm at a loss for words. The ending score ended up being 48-32 Packers, right? But don't let that make you think that it was anywhere near that close. It was really like 48-16 or some shit like that. And then Dak started doing the whole, I'm gonna get some yards thing. I don't know. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? They just got their ass beat. And it's not like the Cowboys are a bad enough team to get embarrassed like that. I think that is all pressure and the moment being too big for star players. I think Dak Prescott can't handle the moment. I think whatever happened between him and CeeDee Lamb before the game, whatever the fuck that was, I think Mike McCarthy is a cool coach, but I don't know. I don't know what the Cowboys' problem is other than pressure. Y'all just can't handle pressure. Y'all fucking suck at handling pressure. I can't. And the Packers' way to come up and rise to the occasion, because you saw the way to beat them. Take care of the football. Score when you can, and you scored every chance you could. You saw the way to beat them, and you took it. So shout out to the fucking Packers. 48-32 dub. Now, let's get to the best game of this weekend, the most competitive game of this weekend. The Rams and the Lions. Look, this game was really, like, I feel like this is what I wanted out of this game. Matthew Stafford coming back into Detroit, and it comes down to the wire, and an emotional win for the Lions. Matt Stafford, I mean, it sucks for him that he lost, but you got your Super Bowl, my boy. You got it. It's a new era in Detroit. It was a perfect, like, storybook game. Because I don't think anybody wanted to see Matt Stafford come into Detroit and get his ass beat. We didn't want to see a blowout in this game. This was like a heavy, like, alright, Jared Goff, Sean McVay, Matt Stafford, entire city of Detroit. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Like, that's what it read like. It read like that, and it was great. You saw both teams fight, and they were fighting not at one point that I think this team's out of it, or this team's out of it. It was just back and forth, and then Lions 24, Rams 23. And again, I think the world of both of these teams. Matt Stafford, what he was able to do with Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp all season, and Puka Nacua in his first playoff game, putting in work. So, Jared Goff, just, wait a minute, I'm so proud of the Lions, man. I'm so proud of Mike McDaniel, too, man. I wish he never left the Saints. He should be our coach. Never mind. Let's keep going. Steelers and Bills. Okay, this game started off pretty fast. Look, I think this was a perfect game for the Bills to get ready for the Chiefs. And that's not to just say, like, oh, the Chiefs or the Steelers were just fodder, but the Steelers were essentially fodder. We knew what it was. We knew Mason Rudolph wasn't about to win a goddamn Super Bowl. We knew that. We knew it was just getting into playoffs, and then, alright, we got the playoffs. That's about it, right? Like, Steelers fans, you understood that, right? You understood y'all never were going to win a Super Bowl, Mason Rudolph. Okay, so we won't spend too much time on this game, because I'm more interested in the matchup that comes next week. But Bills 31-17, Josh Allen and the boys get it done. And I really think, like, the way the Bills are rolling to end the season and into the play, like, I wouldn't say to, because that last game against Miami was kind of nasty. So I'm gonna reserve my opinion on the Bills, but Josh Allen's a fucking baller, and that's one thing you cannot argue. Eagles and Bucks. Ooh, yeah. You know, if you are an Eagles fan, you might want to click off. You might want to go. I'm gonna take a sip of this water while y'all decide if you want to stay for this verbal abuse. If you're still here, I guess you like pain. So, y'all are some fucking bums. God damn. Oh my god. Fucking bums. Like, yo. And again, for the 30th time this year, I live in the Philly area. So I have to deal with all these fucking Eagles fans that are now, oh my, Eagles fans are the biggest Sirianni, I kind of get it. I understand that. But he just took you to a Super Bowl last year. Like Jalen Hurts just took you to a Super Bowl last year as well. And then you have one bad playoff game. After making playoffs again, yes, the end of the season was shitty. It's a disappointment. That happens. Only one team can win. Only one team can win the Super Bowl. So the fact that you're ready to throw your quarterback out of town, if you listen to WIP, which is a sports station in Philly, if you listen to WIP, the fact that you're ready to throw your crazy expensive, highest paid quarterback out of town because he lost a playoff game after he was just in MVP consideration a few weeks ago, and now we're ready to throw him out of town. Fuck that. The Eagles, your situation's fixable. It's just we don't know how to fix it because we're not inside. That is an internal situation. Something is going on in that locker room that they need to address. It's none of our business. It's none of anybody's business. Somebody got beef in that locker room. I don't know. Somebody was smashing somebody's shorty. I don't know. I'm not into drama like to play like reality TV and all that. They gotta figure that shit out. But there's no way everybody just believes Jalen Hurts doesn't know how to play quarterback anymore. And he wasn't even fucking bad in that game. The Buccaneers are blitzing a lot. They're playing a lot of man. The only person that's getting loose in man coverage is Devontae Smith. Hence why he went off like he went off. Now, again, Eagles fans, I would ask you to have patience. Only one team can win the Super Bowl. That's it. And it's very hard to do it and to get back to it and do it again. Y'all have won a Super Bowl in the last 10 years. Relax. Relax. You just went to the Super Bowl last year. Relax. Jalen Hurts was literally, like we were thinking he should be the MVP of the Super Bowl on a losing team. That's how much, like, and now we want to get rid of him because he lost a playoff. Come on, dog. Now that we're done, that's it for the Eagles. Just get your shit together. Send everybody on that fucking team to counseling and get your shit together. I don't think there's enough beer in the world to bring back Jason Kelsey, though, so good luck with that. Nick Sirianni's beat on that one. Now that we're done talking about the Eagles, let me get into the Bucks. Because I'm not about just talking about the team that we had expectations for. It's important that we pay respect to Baker fucking Mayfield, alright? Dude came in there, pregame, said, sniffed the fuck out of some salts. Sniffed the fuck out of them salts. And then went out there and put up points. And I was like, wow. And it's like every time you needed him to deliver, he was delivering like he was dealing. Not once did I feel like Baker has, like, it looked like he was playing on easy mode. And that is phenomenal to do. That is phenomenal to do, especially when nobody expected it. Nobody expected it. I mean, yeah, the Eagles have been playing like dog shit, but nobody expected the Bucks to really win. If you picked them, it was just picking them because, like, oh, we'll pick an underdog. You weren't expecting the Eagles to actually lose. And Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, all the boys went in there. Rashad White went in there and fucking balled. God bless, bro. That was phenomenal. And I'm saying that as a Saints fan. As a Saints fan, that was phenomenal to watch. I'm talking they made it look easy. Like, how many times was it on just over the middle? Like, how many times did we see that connection? I was like, wow. Holy shit, the Eagles just aren't going to stop this. Like, wow. And sure enough, the Eagles couldn't stop it. Or they couldn't tackle. It was one thing or another. Who knows? Buccaneers got that dub 32-9. Hey, man. We went 4-2 this week on picks out of 6 games. I know it's like the odds matter less to me because it'll be less games. For now, it's just really talking about the games and reviewing the games and picking the games. But 4-2 is not bad. But we got some crazy, we got some crazy games coming up this week. Let's get to them. Round 2 of playoffs, alright? first one's a tough one. The last one's a tough one too. Okay. Ravens and Texans. I'm going Ravens. I don't want to stall it out. I'm going Ravens. I would not be surprised if CJ Stroud pulls this off. If CJ Stroud pulls off a victory, I'm gonna quite literally lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my fucking shit all over the place. Because that's not supposed to happen. Like, Eagles and Bucks be damned. Cowboys and Packers be damned. That is not supposed to happen. But at the same time, out of respect, out of pure respect for how amazing CJ Stroud has been, it would not surprise me at all if he were to beat the Ravens this weekend. That being said, there's no way I will pick against Lamar Jackson. Y'all know how I feel about Lamar. And I feel like the stakes are higher than they ever could be. If Lamar Jackson goes out in the first round, well, his first round, because he had the bye week, against CJ Stroud, the narratives that are going to be written are going to be biblical about, oh, Lamar can't do this, Lamar can't do that. Fucking Mad Dog Russo is going to lose his fucking mind on national television. And we're all going to have to sit there and take it. So, I need Lamar to go in there and knock this out. I need him to get this goddamn W. But again, I am not disrespecting CJ Stroud. And the same exact thing is about to happen with the 49ers. It's the same thing. I'm sorry. I want to be trendy. Or not trendy. I want to stand out from the pack. And try to pick a different team or pick an underdog. But bro, how are you supposed to do that with the 49ers? Like, yes, what the Packers did was amazing, but we know who the 49ers are. What the Packers did was tremendous. But I guarantee you, the second the Packers went up like 3 digits or 3 scores on the Cowboys, the 49ers were already like, yep, let's get this game plan together. So, I just don't see it happening. But if it does, again, no, I'd be surprised. CJ Stroud, I wouldn't be as surprised. If Jordan Love beats the 49ers, I'm gonna lose my shit. Like, what the fuck? So, next, Bucks and Lions. I think the Lions roll. No disrespect to the Buccaneers, but the Lions are not the Eagles. The Lions play defense a little bit, and they play offense. They play both sides of that damn ball. So I think Baker's gonna have to score, which he did. He scored last week, but he's gonna have to keep scoring, and I don't think that's possible. Now this last game, Jesus, this last game is different. We got the Bills and we got the Chiefs. This is hard. It's in Buffalo. What's the weather gonna be like? Hold on, let me Google what this goddamn weather's gonna be like here. I need to know. That goes into the picks. Let's see. Let's check Buffalo this Sunday. 23 degrees. Okay, there's no snow. It's gonna snow on Thursday, but it should be clear. Alright. So both teams can throw the ball. Let's see. Josh Allen. I'm seeing a lot of stuff on Diggs happening. Some Gabe Davis, maybe. It's always fireworks when these two teams play. Like, I guarantee you, we're gonna see all the Andy Reid trick play specials. Chiefs and Bills. Let's see. Let's do some more research. Y'all are gonna see me do research live, because that's how hard it is to pick this game. Let's see. I need to know what their head-to-head is. Let's see. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes is 3-1 against Josh Allen. Fuck. I don't know. I was gonna pick Mahomes and the Chiefs, but that's scary. This is hard. This is so hard. Oh, this is... Because I can see it going either way. Right? I could see the Chiefs, like I can see the story of the Chiefs continuing their rebound after we all thought they fell from greatness. And now they're coming back for another AFC championship. I could see that. I can also see Josh Allen finally getting over the hump. And here it is. This is his time now. But as I said that, literally as I said that, I thought about Josh Allen and those interceptions. I'm going over here. I'm picking Patrick Mahomes. I think both teams are going to score like fucking crazy. Both teams are going to score. Who's going to make more mistakes? And I understand the Bills are favored, but I've seen Josh Allen make more mistakes than I've seen Patrick Mahomes make. And there might be a little ref magic, a little zebra magic happening for the Chiefs more than I see it happening for the Bills. So, those two things being said, I'm going with the Chiefs. Yeah, going with the Chiefs. So we got the Ravens, we got the 49ers, the Lions, and the Chiefs. But I would not be surprised about the Texans if they can pull that off. If the Packers pull it off, I'm fucking shocked. The Bucks pull it off, I'm not super surprised by that either. And this game could go either way. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I am fucking excited for what's coming this weekend. And I cannot wait to be back and breaking it all down with you next week. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my voice is finally starting to die out at the end of this video. Shit is crazy. I'm about to choke to death as soon as I fucking hit stop on the recording. But man, God bless y'all. Y'all be safe. I'll see y'all sooner. Thank you.